H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, the book that made everyone terrified of Mars before we'd even figured out how to get a decent look at it. This is the granddaddy of alien invasion stories, a book that took the genteel comforts of Victorian England and burned them to the ground with a giant tripod-mounted death ray. It starts, as these things often do, with scientists being a little too curious. The astronomers notice strange flashes on the surface of Mars, but rather than assuming it's a civilization about to ruin their day, they chalk it up to natural phenomena. Because of course they do. Humanity, Wells reminds us, is terribly good at assuming everything is about itself, even when something is actively trying to incinerate it. Then the cylinders arrive. Giant metal canisters slam into the English countryside, one by one. At first, people gather around them like they're some quaint celestial curiosity, Victorian England's version of a tick-tock trend. The local gentry, journalists, and even a well-meaning astronomer crowd around, waiting for something interesting to happen. Then the top unscrews, the Martians emerge, and everything interesting happens all at once. They are not, to put it mildly, here to make friends. They are grotesque, tentacled horrors, huge heads with no discernible bodies, creatures so evolved that they've decided legs and digestion are for losers. And they are far, far ahead of us in the murdering people with technology department. The first thing they do is deploy a heat ray, a weapon so effective it makes human armies look like an underfunded school project. Few soldiers attempt to fight back. It goes about as well as throwing a strongly worded letter at a tank. From this moment on, it's absolute chaos. Cities burn. The military is wiped out like an inconvenient smudge on a window. The Martians march, or rather, stride, toward London in their towering tripods, metallic horrors that loom over the landscape like something out of a particularly nightmarish steampunk fever dream. The English countryside, so often romanticized in literature, is trampled underfoot. Wells, ever the social critic, takes obvious delight in flipping the script on British imperialism. The Martians are not just aliens. They are an invading force, technologically superior, treating humanity the way the British Empire treated its own colonies. The British, who had spent the past few centuries waltzing into foreign lands and announcing themselves in charge, suddenly find themselves on the receiving end. Turns out being colonized is a bit of a nightmare. Who knew? The novel follows an unnamed narrator who quickly realizes that survival means abandoning all notions of civilization. Society collapses in record time. People trample each other trying to escape. The class system crumbles overnight, and all those lovely Victorian manners evaporate the second someone needs to steal a loaf of bread. There's a particularly bleak moment where the narrator meets a clergyman who decides that, in the absence of divine intervention, he's going to eat all the rations and have a breakdown. The narrator, in what can only be described as a practical move, decides that this deeply unhelpful man would make an excellent Martian snack. Wells doesn't sugarcoat the horror of it all. The Martians are relentless. They release the black smoke, an early literary example of chemical warfare. They unleash the red weed, an invasive plant that spreads like a botanical horror show, as if humanity hadn't already lost badly enough. Every attempt to fight back is useless. The most powerful empire on Earth is utterly, humiliatingly crushed, and then, just as all hope seems lost, humanity is saved by the common cold. Not a rousing victory, not a clever bit of strategy, just germs. Turns out, the Martians never invented soap. Their superior intellect failed to account for microscopic life, and they all dropped dead like a bunch of tourists who forgot to check the local health warnings. It's the most anticlimactic, yet oddly satisfying, resolution in sci-fi history. But Wells isn't here to reassure anyone. He ends the book with the narrator, traumatized and broken, wandering through the ruins of civilization. There's no triumphant rebuilding montage, no stirring speech about how humanity has learned its lesson, just the knowledge that we were lucky this time. Next time, maybe not so much. The novel's influence is immeasurable. It practically invented the alien invasion genre. Every time a Hollywood movie shows skyscrapers being leveled by extraterrestrials, it's paying a debt to Wells. The book inspired radio broadcasts that allegedly convinced people the invasion was real, countless film adaptations, and even scientific discussions about what an actual encounter with aliens might look like. Spoiler, it wouldn't be great for us. But beyond the spectacle, The War of the Worlds remains a brilliant piece of social commentary. It's a book about arrogance, about how humans assume they are the pinnacle of evolution, only to be proven devastatingly wrong. It's about the fragility of civilization, how quickly it unravels when something bigger and meaner comes along. And it's about the randomness of survival, how, in the end, the greatest empire on Earth was saved not by its intelligence or strength, but by bacteria. So next time you have a cold, just remember that little sniffle might be the only thing standing between humanity and total annihilation. Inspired by H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds, Silent Doom captures the terror, destruction, and eerie inevitability of humanity's downfall at the hands of the Martians, until fate takes an unexpected turn. With pounding drums, haunting synths, and lyrics that paint a world in flames, this song tells the story of an empire brought to its knees, of civilizations crumbling under the weight of towering tripods, and of an enemy too advanced to be stopped, until the smallest force of nature turns the tide. Dark cinematic sci-fi anthem of invasion, survival, and the silent doom that comes from the stars.
In the sky, a warning left unseen. Cylinders of fire crash where fields were green. Curious eyes, they gather around till shadows rise without a sound. Now the monsters towering high, heat ray burns, the people cry. No mercy, no escape, the world falls to their fate. Run, run, the end is near. Tripods marching, spreading fear. Cities burn, the oceans drown. The mighty fall, the weak go down. No hero sword, no battle won. Sudden doom from a distant sun. Black smoke crawling through the air. Red weed choking life laid bare. No more kings, no more thrones. Only ruins, dust and bones. Echoes lost in shadowed streets. Soldiers fall, their guns too weak. No mercy, no escape. The world falls to their fate. Run, run, the end is near. Tripods marching, spreading fear. Cities burn, the oceans drown. The mighty fall, the weak go down. No hero sword, no battle won. Silent doom from a distant sun. No weapons left, no prayers to say. The end has come, we've lost our way. But in the dark, a twist of fate. A sickness seals the Martians' fate. Fall, fall, the giants fall. Brought down by life, too small to call. No great war, no final stand. Just time and earth, reclaiming land. No hero sword, no battle won. Silent doom from a distant sun. Precious silence, stars still gleam. A war forgotten, just a dream. Run, the end is near. Tripods marching, spreading fear. Run, run, the end is near. Tripods marching.